Welcome back to KSWO News. I'm Carly Willis, and I'm joined by Sean Bird, the Associate Dean of Libraries here at Washburn University. Sean, it's good to have you with us today.
It's a pleasure to be with you, Carly.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your education background.
I am a Washburn graduate. I lived in Rossville, Kansas growing up, and so I spent a lot of time at Washburn because the class field trips, history days, programs, and so it made great sense to just continue coming to Washburn for my education. When I graduated from Washburn, my mentor suggested that I try getting a graduate degree at the University of Oklahoma, so I went there, got a master's in English, and then I came back to Washburn, and I've been teaching in the English department as an adjunct since 1995. Tried to get into the English department on a more full-time basis and was not fortunate, so I decided I either needed to get a PhD in English or another degree, so I got the Master of Library Science at Emporia. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Wonderful. So you're an Ichabod and a Sooner.
I am, and embarrassingly, I'm a Hornet too. But I never tell anybody that.
We'll just leave that part out.
That's right.
So then, what made you decide to want to come back to Washburn for your career?
I think that Washburn is a perfect size. I think it's large enough to have programming options and to have the kind of diversity that's essential to a college or a university education, but it's small enough that I know so many people. We had a candidate applying for a job in the library today, and I took him on a little bit of a tour, and everywhere I go I say, well, and they're so-and-so, and they're so-and-so, because I know these people, and so that makes it feel more like a relationship to me, and that's important.
Yes, indeed, especially in the job field. So what is it about WU and maybe library that makes you so passionate for your job there?
I love students. I believe that what we do at Washburn University is important to the community that I have always known. Washburn has a niche. As opposed to Kansas or a Kansas State, which are flagship universities, the vast majority of people who come to Washburn are from this part of Kansas, this northeast part of Kansas. And so I know that when students come to Washburn and when they become capable users of our library and they become information literate, that when they go out and they become the health professionals and they become the educators and they become the business leaders of Topeka and Shawnee County and northeast Kansas, that they're going to continue to give back to the community that I have known all my life. And so it makes me feel that I'm contributing to the future of the communities that I've always loved.
That's wonderful. How far is Rossville from Washburn?
23 minutes by car.
23 minutes. All right. Wonderful. Well, if you're just now joining us, I have Sean C. Bird with me, the Associate Dean of Libraries here at Washburn. So do you enjoy the, how shall I say this, diversity of your job? I've seen you as an MC for homecoming activities. I've seen you as a tour guide for potential students and parents and employees. Do you enjoy all of that mix-up of things that you can do here?
I mix my life up. That's what I do. I love to talk to people. When students bring family members into the library, I can't help but tell the family members how great the student is or how great the library is. When I'm walking across campus and I see people who clearly aren't a part of our family, I want to give them directions. I want to give them the locations that they need to get to so that they can accomplish whatever business they have here on campus. But as well, I am passionate about what we do here at Washburn, and so it's easy for me when I'm asked, would you be the MC of the Halloween, or would you be interested in being a judge at one of these programs? I say yes, because I love what the students are doing. I know that I'm, again, contributing to their success and their opportunities going forward.
So for a student, especially with finals week coming up, how can they better utilize all of the resources that Maybe offers?
Well, we're hopeful that we're proactive in that. Our library is not the library that it was when I was a student here. We're not a warehouse for books. We're not the location that you go just for quiet, reflective spaces. We have collaborative spaces. We have collaborative floors. If you walk into the library right now, you will see that the majority of the seating arrangements have been moved in such a way that there are collections of people, collections of students working together on a project, on a paper, just studying, just quizzing one another. So make use of that. Make use of the space that we have. We have gone to some effort to bring in a coffee shop. We have gone to some effort to bring the tutors and the writing center Center into the library. Make use of those. We have teamed up with the Washburn Student Government Association so that we can have pizza and we can have massages over the next few days. So make use of those things that we have now, and if you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to let us know.
Wonderful. Well, you will definitely see me for the massages and the pizza and the hot cocoa and the energy
Yep,
drinks.
exactly.
They're all
You
coming
know
up
them.
next week. Yes, I do. And maybe you will play home to all of those activities, correct?
That's correct.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again, Sean, for joining us. This has been Carly Willis and Sean Seabird with KSW News. We'll be back after this.